But let's explore around. Why the hell not? See if we can see if we can't find something. Benezia is here on Noveria. I'm fairly certain that they told us that back on, why is that there? Clear that. I'm fairly certain they told us that back on the Citadel when, they were telling us, hey, you know, these are the places we were talking about, before, and we're thinking that Matriarch Benezia is here. If they didn't, well, then I've been spoiling it this whole time, and I apologize for spoiling it. But she's here, so that's all you really need to know. Hello.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Man, nothing wrong with chatting on the job, man. If they don't let you chat on the job, that's kind of a pretty bad job, don't you think? I mean, I guess it depends on how long you shoot the shit for, but, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's probably I don't know if I want to say it's a Turian thing, because those Turians weren't too happy on talking to me either, but, I don't know, maybe that's part of it. Maybe they're just paying them to be silent, you know? I don't know. I'm tired. Hello, Gianna.
How can I help you?
Lab Facilities Corporation. I don't really need to know about that anymore. Where's Annaleus?
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleus.
Yes, what?
It's a Solarium.
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Sounds like he's in a hurry. Hopefully, this doesn't take too much of his time. I wouldn't want to create a bad first impression with him. Not that it really matters, because as a Spectre I can do whatever the hell I want here anyway, but I don't want to have to resort to that if I don't have to.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up.
Of course.
I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
Not exactly a refugee, but I see you've done some research on me.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies.
Fair enough.
This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Lack of oversight risky. He knows I'm on a mission. He probably knows I'm looking for someone, and he definitely thinks I'm a threat, so I think I'm going to ask him this one.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material?
Yeah, good point.
Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
All right, well, fair enough. I mean, business is business, I suppose. But then again, the line between politician and business, project lead is not really... Sometimes it's a little bit blurry, if you want to be fair. I was told that a matriarch is here, and I was told that you know how to get out of here and get to Peak 15 where she is.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
She had a personal escort, cargo. I do need to see her. She's probably here to do research of some kind. I don't think he'll tell me what kind of cargo it is. Let's start with personal escort.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
You let Asari who can kill you with their brains run around, but give us flack about guns?
Yeah, Rex has a
I
point.
followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
And what about the cargo? I mean, they followed regulations, but they could have totally been storing, EMP grenades and a bunch of other shit in there that you could have had problems with.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapon screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
I don't believe that for a second. So, do we know why she's here? Well, if I say this one, is it gonna not let me say I need to see her anymore? I think I'll just say this one.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor.
Excuse me, his what?
Executor. Saren is a major shareholder in Binary Helix. Lady Benezia is authorized to act in his name. She is here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
I don't think I like Binary Helix anymore. I need to see her.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
I mean, I have a Mako. It can get through the snow pretty easily. I'm just saying.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Shepard, I am sure that there are other people here who could help us.
I was hoping we wouldn't have to go through their channels, but whatever. Let me talk to you about something else.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
Trust me, man, I can more than pay off every second of your time that I'm wasting at this point.
Do you do business with Saren?
I believe I explained this already, did I not?
You did. I just want to know more about it.
He's a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Noveria's backers.
I get the feeling the things that he's doing here are not exactly kosher with the rest of society.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
Alright, fine. I mean, he gave me some information. Not everything that I needed, and he didn't give me a pass to get out of here, but I got a little bit of info out of him. It's fine.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Better get on that then, Administrator. Nobody pays you to sit around, talk to people.
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan.
Oh, really, Gianna?
You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
Yeah, I noticed.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Qui'in. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Ananias.
Alright, Laura Qui'in. She can't really say anything else about him. Maybe I can talk to her about the lab facilities and corporations just to kind of make it not look like I'm talking to her about Laura Qui'in. Maybe I can, like, sneak that in as, like, a mid-topic and then... Like, I'll talk about one of these, then I'll talk about him, then I'll talk about the other one, and that'll make it seem like we weren't actually talking about him.
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
So she went to the 15th one, and it's cut off in the mountains. Great. Well, we'll see what we can do about this Peak 15, but first we need to talk to Laura Qui'in. Anything else you can tell me about him, or is this bad time?
You said I should talk to Lorik Qui'in?
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. Qui'in spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
And they closed his office. That's no good. Was he a part of a corporation that was here, and they just kind of ran out of money?
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services,
Elanus?
Binary
I always
Helix,
said
and
Elanus, but
Synthetic
whatever.
Insights Limited.
Okay. So you guys hire out security then, I would assume, from Elanus Risk Control. I can't get used to pronouncing it that way.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
That makes sense. What about Synthetic Insights?
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
That might explain why there's so many guards here. They don't get lobbyists saying, "You can't develop AI!" You know, that sort of stuff. I suppose that makes sense. Now, Binary Helix kind of caught my attention when the administrator mentioned it. What about them?
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media.
I can't imagine
Much
why.
of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
And also, they seem to be working with a rogue Spectre now, which just puts them straight up on the map for me to not really like them too much. Thanks for the info, Gianna.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
Get the feeling she's not entirely letting on what her job is here, but that's something that we'll worry about later. For now, she did her job, which was being Administrator Annalise's secretary, and she got me some information on where I can go here. You want to put your gun away there, sir? Probably people aren't too happy about you walking around with that thing out. I imagine the ERCS might be a little miffed at you. Okay. Let's see here. That leads to Synthetic Insights. The garage is over there. Hotel's here. Let's go to the garage first, I think, and see if... I mean, I know Laura Qui'in's there, but let's see if we can't, I don't know, talk to one of the garage workers and see what's going on here. I mean, I know there's a blizzard outside, and I can plainly see that from those very large windows. But maybe they'll be able to tell us that there's more going on here than the administrator was willing to talk to us about. I'm guessing this was his office. He probably worked at Synthetic Insights. Lord Qui'in, I mean. Probably worked at Synthetic Insights. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name. Hello.
Spectre, right?
You got it.
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for my eco's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water.
Why don't they sit around sipping expensive
What
coffee?
can I do for you today?
I'm sorry, that was terrible. I just like his accent, man. It's pretty cool. So who are you exactly?
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
Well, you made a good name for yourself out here. Well, got a good job for yourself out here. I'm going to attempt to pronounce his name now, so I apologize if I butcher it terribly. I think it's Lilahirax, but that sounds really, really stupid coming out of my mouth, so I'm just going to call him Lee like he said. Not Jet Li, but just normally.
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetic Insights was shut down by Anoleus, and the Matriarch came through.
Yeah, I heard about those. We already have some personal questions. Let's talk to them in order, I guess, because he's talked to about Peak 15, Synthetic Insights, and then Benezia. So we'll talk to him about those.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before.
They cut off
15's
communication?
always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all. Actually, we're going to ask him about Benezia since he talked about the fact that the satellite communications are cut there, and the fact that this place has a bad reputation makes me wonder if Benezia has something is doing something very, very wrong there.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
Well, that's no good. I wonder if she cut the communications intentionally so that they could stay off the map for something particularly sinister. I hope not, because, it's also possible that she was kind of going there to cut off contact so she couldn't be around Saren as much. Maybe she's trying to break free from his control. You never know. I was told that Synthetic Insights was shut down. Do you have any idea why?
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Scuttlebutt says Lord Qui'in was on the take. Anoleus shut down SI's offices. Quiet-like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
Sounds suspicious. Alright, well, thanks for the help, Lee. I'll go and investigate the rest of these leads myself, but you've been very helpful.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Sounds good, Lee. He reminds me of one of my contacts that I used to work with back on Earth when I was older and I was taking on more dangerous assignments for the 10th Street Reds. He was an older guy. He worked at a coffee shop, which was why I referenced coffee there. It was just down the street from the Victoria. I just went in a circle. I don't really want to call them offices because we didn't really work at offices. It was more like a hideout almost when we were there. But it kind of reminds me of him. Almost had the same accent too. It's kind of funny. I think this computer has something on it if you didn't get a certain mission that we've already done before, but we already did that mission, so it doesn't even matter anymore. Liara, we're up here. Pay attention, we need you in full physical form, I suppose, before we, in order to take on all of the problems around here, we need to be, a sound of body and mind is probably the better term for it. But I'm sure your sound of mind and Rex's sound of body because he's an 800-pound dinosaur. Wonder what I would be considered, because I don't know if I'd consider myself sound of body or mind, but I don't know, maybe I'm just making shit up. Well, this is the hotel they were talking about, and that looks like Lord Qui'in over there based on my heads-up display, so I guess we gotta go talk to him. Kinda shady music up here for being a hotel bar, you know? It's kinda weird. Also, I wonder what... I mean, I guess I know why Lord Qui'in's here because his offices got shut down, but I wonder what all these administrators are doing here. Maybe they just come here to relax after a busy day on the peaks, but with the blizzard out, I don't know if any of them have gone to the peaks recently.
Excuse me, I need a moment of your time.
Hi. Are you, Who are you exactly?
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
You're talking to me like I know you, and I don't know you.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
And what are your real intentions? I gotta figure she has a reason for not being able to do... Well, yeah, let's ask why she can't do this. Why the hell not?
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
So, if you aren't buying from him, what are you doing?
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia.
You mean the
A town
Aramali
is known
Council?
for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Noveria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance, discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
This sounds exactly like a couple of the other more dangerous jobs that I had way back on Earth back in the day. I don't really need to ask about the reward. I've got to figure this is going to be a good thing for the Aramali Council. We buy from them anyway, so it probably will help us out in a way. Plus, we get to establish a little bit of interference in Binary Helix's networks, which I'm sure Saren and Matriarch Benezia will not be too happy about if they're both still involved with each other. So I'll do it.
Interesting plan. I'm in.
Excellent. Here is the cracking device. You will know it is done when it beeps. I've assembled a dossier on Vargas. If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
That would be appreciated, actually.
Tell me what you know about Vargas.
He is impatient with those who waste his time. I tried to get him distracted and off topic. He concluded I was not interested in his company's services. I noticed he has a tell. When a topic makes him nervous or uncomfortable, he has a tendency to rub the back of his neck. If you see that, press him on the subject. It may distract him enough to keep him talking.
Alright. That's all good information. Hopefully I don't bungle this. I think there's you can get into a situation at the end of the conversation with Vargas where it doesn't matter how many charm or intimidate points you have, you can't actually pick all charm or all intimidate options on the conversation wheel. Not 100% sure on that though, because I haven't done it in a while, but we'll see.
I'll go see him now.
I hope to hear from you soon.
I hope I have enough charm for this. I don't have... Do I have 75% Paragon now? I'm pretty sure I don't. No, I don't. Not quite. I'm, like, just barely missing the bar in terms of that right now. But Noveria espionage. We need to keep Rafael Vargas talking so that we can get some interference into Binary Helix, which will help us in the long run because it probably will cut off a little bit of... I don't know if it'll cut off communications necessarily, but it might distract Saren enough to not send reinforcements here when we go and infiltrate Peak 15. See what Benezia is up to. Of course, he's busy with the Solarian STG team on Vermeer if he's over there, so he's probably got his hands full to begin with.
Can I help you?
Hello there. I am a Spectre, but I'm sure you know that already.
Mr. Vargas, I'm Commander Shepard, a Spectre. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas, sales. Were you interested in our services?
Sorry, asked me to spy. Yes, if the price is right.
I might be. That depends on what sort of offer your company can make.
It was my understanding that the Citadel contracted to a Solarian corporation for its enhancement programs.
Well, you're right about that.
I'm sure you know that we pass a new budget every fiscal year. If it delivers a better soldier, contracts can change.
A sound business practice. Excuse my hesitation, I've never heard a government accused of good business sense.
We're trying to change.
First, the boilerplate disclaimer. No genetic enhancement is guaranteed to take. We can maximize the odds, but every strand of DNA is unique. Our patented techniques can provide an 8% improvement in adrenal response, 12% faster clotting, and a measurable decrease in ZG muscle degeneracy.
Muscle degeneracy, you say?
I've never heard of a technique that improves zero-gravity endurance.
It's a first for the industry. The advent of element zero-based artificial gravity made it a less pressing concern. We're still waiting for tests to give us an average improvement. We estimate a 7 to 11% decrease in muscle loss rates. I can get you those improvements for 30k credits per head. For a bulk order, I can work in a sensory enhancement package, guaranteed 20/15 vision, and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz.
So how are you going to get all this around? I mean, that's probably going to have shipping costs involved, right?
How would you distribute the upgrades? Retroviral injections would take some time.
That too.
Well, it does take time to upgrade a body with adjusted DNA. Skin cells could be replaced in 2 weeks, but the liver takes over a year, and the skeleton a decade. For frontline units, we can speed the process with full system transfusions and injections to stimulate regrowth. It would still take 6 months to see results. I have to admit, it surprised me that you were here for business. There are many development projects on Noveria, some not entirely legal.
You sure about that, Mr. Vargas? Because I'm pretty sure I know an admission of guilt when I see one.
Does Binary Helix have any less than above-board projects? I'll keep my source confidential.
Certainly not. Our corporate reputation is sterling.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I can assure you all of Binary Helix's operations on Noveria are strictly on the level.
Also not sure about that one. Nope, being paged.
Sounds like my crew needs me for something. I'll be in touch.
Of course, Commander Shepard. We look forward to doing business with the Citadel.
And we look forward to doing business with Binary Helix. Not. That's my pager, though. What is this, 1995?
Any results?
Got it done.
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
Alright, fine.
That'll do nicely. I'll be going now.
As will I.
See you later.
Good day, Spectre.
I got Renegade for that, but what the hell ever. I don't see why that's Renegade, though. If Saren and Matriarch Benezia are working with Binary Helix on something here, and this is a relatively shady planet, I don't see why that option was Renegade. I know I kind of took advantage of Mr. Vargas over there for his company's, to provide interference to his company, but it's Binary Helix. They're kind of jackasses considering they're working with Saren. Like, you have to be. It's like a requirement. It's on the job description.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
You are Laura Qui'in, right?
Are you Laura Qui'in? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
Well, I heard you had a garage pass.
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
Sounds a little too good to be true in my book.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus's actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Alright, sounds like a plan to me. Card working? He hasn't given me a card yet. So you probably have this pass from your own research stuff, right?
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
And you're sure that this pass is going to work, even though you were, your offices were shut down?
Why didn't Analeas cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
I guess that's a good point. Alright, well, I'm interested in the deal that you're pushing up to me.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion?
Fly in the soup, you mean?
Violence against Mr. Analeas' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
Crooked cops. Great. So Miss Matsuo was the one that was the leader, the cop leader, who wasn't really giving us shit when we were at the door. Her employee on the side there, the blondie, I forget what her name is. I think it's Kiara. She seemed a little shady, though. She was the one that said, "Load of horse crap, ma'am," I seem to recall when we get there. But I'll figure something out.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute.
Sounds good.
Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
I'll do my best so you don't have to hire a carpet cleaner, sir.
What sort of offer did they make you?
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They'd only write them down on thin strip.
Full benefits, of course.
Oh, sure. The company takes care of its own. Full insurance, paid vacations, subsidized housing. After a year, I'd start getting stock options.
You hear about the resort then? And the equator? Bounce backing, diving, an accredited ASA Eurofield?
If you like that sort of thing, I'd rather admire the view.
I find it hard to believe that a snow-covered planet like this would have something like that. I mean, even at the equator, but, like, I don't know.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Alright, I won't bug you guys then. I'll be on my way now, Mr. Vargas. I'm sure we'll see you soon with our whole dealings and everything. Not really. I kind of feel bad for Vargas because he kind of got... He's a scapegoat, basically, in this case. But like I said, we're kind of disrupting Saren's ability to work with Binary Helix, especially considering the fact that if their company finds out... Like, if the company finds out that they were hacked and Saren finds out that they were hacked, he's not going to be too interested in working with them anymore, which will cut off his supply lines and allow us to go into Vermeer relatively unchecked. I'd like to think I planned this out all right. I'm not entirely incompetent, only slightly. Mostly, actually, is probably a better way to put it. Where's the elevator for the thingy? It's in by the garage, isn't it? Yeah, I passed it on the way here. See, this is what I was talking about. Only mostly incompetent. But sometimes I have good plans. Sometimes. Here it is. We're over here by Lee. Oh, it opened this time. Good. I'm glad that worked out. Alrighty. Equipped our helmets because we're probably going to have to do some shooting up in there. I'm never going to get over how Rex looks. It's just too jarring for me. I'm just going to look at him and just be amused every time, I think, from now on. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, we got our helmets on. We are all set and ready to go in case we have to fight somebody up here. Hopefully we don't have to fight too many people. I don't want to, you know, cause too much of a stir here. I don't think Analeas would be too happy about that, but, well, we'll see. Oh, I was going to say, maybe we could solid snake our way through the front door and around different things. I could tell my crew to stay here, but they've got officers at the front door, which means that we're automatically going to be alerted as soon as this door opens. Hello there.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Yeah, I don't want to say Qui'in let me in because that would just be, they'd just be like, we're going to kill you now because he wouldn't allow you to be in here. What's going on here?
What are you doing in these offices?
The administrator's orders. Laura Qui'in is under investigation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to be in here.
Analeas is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Qui'in. Analeas has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, We'll pretend we didn't see you.
That sounds like a plan, although your friends don't seem to be cooperating too much because they're up there and we have problems while they're up there. Rex, yeah, the assault rifle's fine for you for right now. There's a person over there, but I can't really get a good shot at them right now. What do we have here? I don't know if I want to... Liara, do you have... Okay, you have a pistol. Good, good. I don't know if I want to go over here and fight these guys, but whatever. Here we go. Alright. You can get... Liara, why don't you throw him? I will overload him. Thank you. Oh, shit. There's another guy here. You're hurting from plasma of some kind, so let's just... Rex, why don't you shoot to kill? I will sabotage. Hey, yeah. This is basically the only place where this will come in handy. The tech abilities, so just in case you were wondering. Get out of here. I'm getting beaten up by these guards. I don't want to do this. Why don't you lift, Liara? There we go. There goes that guy, and this guy, he's dead. I was gonna say he's a bit of an issue right now, but he's dead. So, oh, hang on, we're getting shot at. Let's worry about that later, after I'm done taking care of. Whoa, too close, neural shock, too close. And that takes care of that. One more over here, and then we can go exploring around, I think. Everybody on me. We have the biotic abilities. We're all fine and good. If we, oh, they're over here. Hello? Hi. How you doing today? I'm sure your day's about to get a whole lot worse than it was before. Oh my God, Liara. You didn't need to throw her across the room like that. Jesus, girl. Stronger than you look.